What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today we actually went to sneak peek for
Chaos Impact.
So he's picking up a bunch of the Unchained stuff, and you're gonna see Unchained, but today you're actually not showing us Unchained.
No, I'm showing you what I came in today. I came in today. I built a deck that I thought would be interesting. I realized I suck at playing the deck. So,
but the combos in this deck are actually really good.
Oh yeah, when I made the combos and I didn't forget to like set my back row or forget that Nastra was actually a Cyber Dragon on the field, I cleaned out boards pretty easily.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put a screenshot of what you sent me the other day right on the screen right now. So that's a screenshot right there, and so it's Dark Warrior, and it's 60 cards.
It's 60 cards. You can probably cut it down to 40, but I never get to play 60 card decks. It's cool that way.
Cards. Okay, so we'll get into the deck profile.
All right, so this is one of those decks where like the reason I built this is because I like the Orcists.
Okay.
And I like the fact that at some point you can use any two monsters to make it.
Okay.
Now with Orcust, the problem is if you're playing pure Orcust, you need a card that dumps and any extender.
Yep.
Which also puts you open to pretty much any kind of hand trap. So in my mind, I thought, well, what deck makes two monsters can do a bunch of things? And I realized, wait, Armageddon Knight's a warrior. So I ended up pulling up an old Dark Warrior deck list and salvaging in. Especially since Malicious at 3, it's a great kind of deck.
I think people forget how good Isolde is as a card.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't like the engine is pretty much identical to the original engine for Dark Warrior.
Yeah.
The only difference, I guess, you lose your summon sorcerers, but the boards you made were so crazy beforehand.
Yeah.
So honestly, this is
like a tribute to Dark Warrior. Okay,
yeah.
So let's get into it.
So obviously, you have your Armageddon Knight at 1, your Grepher.
Yep.
Also at 1. These are the cards that will you be using to facilitate your combos.
Yep.
Having both, sometimes opening one or the other is pretty crazy, but honestly, the idea is that if you open one of these,
and then can get to the other one,
or get to that one, or open a Vion, you can end on a pretty massive board all on its own.
Okay.
So, but opening this, even if you don't want to open it, you get into it with Isolde, that's the idea. Sometimes this one's a little better, just because of the special summon, so you don't have to waste your normal summon. 2 Vion, or 3 Vion, sorry. It's been a long day.
It's like a pseudo Armageddon Knight.
Yep, it's a pseudo Armageddon Knight that purely dumps Malicious.
Yep.
And Malicious is the card that will get you into everything else.
Yep.
Realistically, it itself, if you don't use Malicious, if you use Malicious, is an Isolde.
Yep.
But a lot of times, if you have an extender plus this, it essentially leads to more.
Okay.
You have obviously your 3 Neo Space.
Oh yeah, the best Dark Warrior, even though it's literally the only warrior that's not a dark.
Yep. And the for some reason I can't find my second dolphin, but there was supposed to be a second dolphin here.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. It's like 2 dolphins.
So 2 dolphin.
So this is part of the reason I built this deck, because I remember that Orcust could use these 2 cards to get a hand trap and then do the mermaid play.
Yep.
So same idea, except now instead you're gonna do Isolde and then do your Orcust plays this way.
Okay.
So this summons this takes out a hand trap. Humorously enough, I didn't know this. You can pump up monsters other than these 2.
Yep.
And take out cards from your opponent's hand. When I was playtesting once, I summoned a Photon Thrasher, equipped the Axe of Fools, and then activated Aqua Dolphin and took it in a beer from someone's hand.
Oh my god.
That was a happy feeling that day.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Then you have the Phantom Knight engine. You have the 1 cloak, 2 boots.
Okay.
Honestly, might cut this. The only reason I play 2 boots is if you open boots, you can special boots into boots.
Okay.
But honestly, you mostly just use this as more extenders. And if at worst, this becomes a Fog Blade.
So you're saying you would just cut 1 boots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just 1 boots you would cut.
Then you have your generic Warriors spam.
Yep.
1 Photon Thrasher, 1 Red Layer, and 1 Blue Mountain Butterfly. I hate this card so much.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier.
So this card is great because people think like you could chain block. It also is really bad because if you don't open a way to actually normal summon a warrior, it's dead in your hand.
Yeah.
And I quickly realized I had more ways to special summon one than I had one to normal summon one.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I play 1 at best.
So you're thinking Instant Fusion instead?
Instant Fusion all the way.
Yeah, okay.
3 Junk Forward.
Yeah.
Fun fact, one of these Junk Forwards is French, and for some reason the French one is called Robot Impatient.
It's kind of funny. It's a funny name.
It's impatient to be robot, I guess. And then this is where the engine gets a little machiney.
Yep.
You have the 1 Destrudo, the 1 Zephyros, and the 1 Plex Better. If
Yep.
you may remember, there was like a bunch of combos online by this guy who like used these cards to just basically loop Armageddon Knight. We're
Yep.
gonna be using these cards in the exact same manner, except we're gonna be ending on a very different board. You then have your Orcus engine. You have the one Harp Horror and the one Symbol Skeleton. I don't play the Nightmare. It's kind of bricky more than anything, and I just need this to go into this.
Yep.
Opening, I guess you could discard it with cards, but I generally do not want to do that.
Okay.
The one BLS, I just didn't have anything to search 80% of the time after my combos with I Sold.
Yep.
So I just figured, screw it, just get into this. If at worst comes to worst, you clear my board and I summon
So
BLS.
it can just set you up for next turn, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And like, it honestly would have helped a lot of games before. 3, Ash. I don't know. It could be Nibiru. I don't play Nibiru in this version. I thought about it, but I just thought Ash would be more useful against like the 1-card combos.
Also good against like rogue stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have your equipped lineup. You have the one Phoenix Blade card that
The card's busted.
the card is. I don't know why they made a card like this that says, "Oh, not once per turn. Keep adding it back to hand."
Yeah. No, that card's busted.
Yeah, but this is the card that does everything for your deck. The other default equips, the macro removal, the discount premature burial, the more discount premature burial, the reverse premature burial, and your 3 DDR. This is the card that you will be using to really abuse Armageddon.
The nice thing about these equips, though, I remember because I played Dark Warrior, is that all of these equips are useful in hand. So, like, even if you open one of these, it's actually not the worst.
Oh yeah, there was one game where I'm playing against heroes. I ended up taking my opponent's Mali for a synchro material after I burned out all my Mali special
Yeah,
summons.
like it could be pretty good.
Yeah. So like honestly, this is all these are all extenders minus this one, but this one is cool because you can equip to warrior, pop a back row, Link and I Sold, re-equip this to I Sold, and then pop another back row.
Oh yeah, because he sold it as a Noble Knight technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can technically actually, with given that many equips, you can actually resolve I Sold twice, so it's not the worst thing. The one hero list for the Vion, because not having normal summon Vions was pretty good. 3 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion actually has 2 targets in this deck, but Instant Fusion is just a good way to get into your another warrior.
Yep.
You would then have the Engage engine. This is kind of a big deal because that means I will always be able to resolve my I Sold.
Yep.
And in some weird cases, when my opponent tried to Nibiru early, I guess I keep the I Sold for reasons.
Yeah.
This is your warrior. This is your searcher. Fun fact: if you resolve I Sold and then clear your main monster zones, you can activate this and get the draw because you discarded 4 equips. There's your 4 spells.
Oh my god. Wait, that's actually really good.
Yeah, a lot of times I end up making Appaloosa before I make my actual board.
Yep.
And then right before that, I'm gonna activate the Engage, get a draw, and then get like an extender. The one Reborn, the one Rhoda, the one Foolish. We all know what those do. Extenders, more extenders. The 3 Call by the Grave to stop play. So at this point, this plus the Engage searching into the Ego Booster plus the Neospace Connectors, you have essentially about 11 ways to actually stop a hand trap.
Yep.
And it makes your plays pretty consistent. It's really easy to power through the hand trap after that.
After that, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
The one Crescendo, the one
Barty, or not Barty.
Shade Brigade for the extender, the one Fog Blade for when you go even harder with that, and then the 3 Impermanents because it's the only thing that doesn't really lose to a hand trap stopper right now.
Okay, yeah.
And that is the main deck.
So 60 cards in the main deck.
For the extra deck, I had to do a few tweaks to it, but obviously you're going to be running your 2 I Sold. It doesn't help that, unfortunately. I only have 1 Ultra I Sold, so I Sold and backup I Sold. How about that?
How often do you go into more than one?
A lot of times I use the first effect to bait out the actual
hand trap or something.
The actual hand trap, and then I make a second one.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it does happen sometimes. Also, given the fact I don't. After you do the combo, sometimes you do have enough quick spells to drop another.
Oh, okay.
Warrior. To Galtea.
For Orcus.
Shockingly enough, I don't play Dingirsu in this version.
Yep.
Or Longirsu, sorry. 2 Nightmares.
Yep.
The one that removes the Floodgate, the one that removes anything.
Yep.
Your Link 4s are going to be, in this case, your Boar Sword and your Appaloosa.
Yep.
This deck can make Appaloosa easily with 3 to 4 negates, so hot stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Your Borlord Savage Dragon and your Power Tool. This card is
essential combo.
This is where your combo begins.
Yep.
And this is where essentially you get into all the abusability. This card searches your DDR, and that's really what you need it for.
Yep.
Your 1 Dingirsu for your Orcus plays, and your number 60 Dugalis. This card's really powerful in a lot of situations where it's just you basically pay your next turn's specific situation to get your effects this turn.
Okay,
You
makes
can give up a main phase, your next main phase, to reborn a monster from your graveyard.
Yep.
In this case, most like another Armageddonite. You could draw. You could skip your draw phase to draw 2 and discard 2. So clear your hand out. Or the third effect, I believe, it lets you double an attack or something. I don't know. You can make your BLS really beefy.
I mean,
6K double
yeah,
swing.
I don't know when that's ever gonna come up, but it could.
Hell yeah. Then you have 2 fusions. You have the Carbonala Warrior. Some people say play Raijin. I like this one because it's level 4, so I can overlay into the Dugalis at times and such. And then 1 Winda, because sometimes if you don't use the instant fusion after you do your combo, you can summon the Winda and then use the Dingus to protect your Winda.
Yeah.
And then your opponent has 1 special summon to outforward.
So Winda's just a floodgate for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as always, let's
we'll do the
a
quick
combo
combo.
video. So you need essentially, let's say we go for Vion and any Warrior Extender.
Yep.
Granted, if you end up having a situation where the Warrior Extender is not a monster, it kind of sucks. So let's just say I have Vion and this, or even those work as well.
Yeah, but these are both 3 of. So.
Yeah. So let's say I have this. I am going to first start off by special summoning whatever my extender is. If it's like that, it could be something else.
If it's Butterspy, I guess you summon Vion first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever it is.
Special summon my extender. Normal summon the Vion.
Yep.
Vion, we'll go ahead.
Dumb Malicious.
And dump Malicious.
Yes.
Immediately, Malicious being at 3 is already making people worried. You link these 2 away to summon your I Sold.
Yep.
I Sold, first effect will trigger to grab your BLS.
Yep.
Next up, you're going to activate I Sold effect and send 4 equips to the graveyard. One of them being the Phoenix Blade, obviously, to summon your Armageddonite.
Yes.
Armageddonite will trigger, since he was summoned, to send the first of your unique cards to the Strudo.
Yep.
You're gonna pay half your life, because life means nothing in this game.
Yep.
And in real life.
Oh, okay.
To make this your 7 with this.
Yeah.
To make Power Tool.
Yep.
Power Tool, you will then activate Power Tool's effect, revealing 3 DDR. Since it's 3 DDR, and no matter which one you get your DDR.
Also, this combo is still possible if you open DDR.
Yes, if you open the DDR,
if you open DDR, you still make this, but
actually, if you open DDR, you immediately go into Appaloosa with your
exactly,
with your
right? Yeah.
Strudo. After that, what you're going to do next is you're going to activate your Phoenix Blade in your graveyard, banishing the Armageddonite and one of the warriors you made to add it to your hand.
Yep.
You're going to activate the DDR, discarding the Phoenix Blade
to
special summon your
Armageddonite.
Armageddonite will trigger this time, and instead of sending your, at this point you could do the Orcus combo straight from here. And honestly, at any point you could have done the Orcus combo, but if you want to go even further, you send Zephyros.
Yep.
You can activate Zephyros effect, returning your DDR to your hand.
So
this
nutty.
will destroy your Armageddonite, but summon back some Zephyros.
Yep.
Since it's in the graveyard, and so is your Phoenix Blade, you're going to banish the Armageddonite again, another warrior monster, to add your Phoenix Blade to your hand another time.
Guys, this is actually nutty.
You're going to activate DDR for a second time, discarding the Phoenix Blade once more to summon your Armageddonite
So you've
again.
used Armageddonite 3 times already.
3 times. This time, you will now dump your Orcus combo.
Yep.
See, this is a unique situation where your opponent can technically beat you now,
Yep.
but you still have Orcus combo.
Yeah, so regardless.
So you've made a weird mental mind game where your opponent now has to ask, does he Nibiru now or later?
Yep.
But you're not going to overlay these 2 to summon your numbered 60 Dugalis of the Timeless.
Yep.
You're going to detach 2 to skip your next main phase 1 to summon your Armageddonite for a third time.
4th time, actually.
4th time.
4th time.
And then you're going to trigger Armageddonite again, this time sending your lovely Plague Spreader Zombie.
Okay.
Now you are essentially all set up. What you're then going to do is you're going to link away these 3
To make Apollo.
to make your Appaloosa. If you had an additional standard, you use all 4 essentially.
Yeah, so right now she has 3 negates.
She has 3 negates.
Yep.
Next up, you now have your graveyard loaded up to do all your plays. Starting off, you're going to banish your Orcus monster to summon your Symbol Skeleton.
Yep.
Don't worry, there is no more. Everything else is not going to be a dark from here on in. And I'll link these 2 away to make Galatea.
Yep.
From here, you're going to then banish the Mali.
Oh, you still haven't used Mali yet.
Yeah. Mali comes last. Mali always gets the last laugh. To summon 1 Mali.
Yep.
Gonna link these 2 away
So you're saying Galatea, I'm assuming?
to make a second Galatea.
Yes, sir.
I like Galatea more because at this point then I don't even have to worry about using Dingus to protect it from being destroyed by battle.
That's fair.
You're gonna then activate Galatea's effect to put back the Harp Horror into your deck to set your crescendo.
Yep.
I'm going to keep it face up to say it's there.
Yep.
You're not done there. You're going to activate your symbol skeleton and banishing it to summon back Galatea.
Yep.
Now, while you could, well, this is quite a sight to see with triple girls on the field. You're going to then overlay your Galatea to summon your Dingirsu. Dingirsu will attach your symbol skeleton. Now, this is your board, and this is pretty good in the board now since 3 negates here. Your opponent can't run this over at any point because Dingirsu will protect it, and you have additional gates. So that's 4 interruptions so far.
4 interruptions.
But you can go a little further than that by banishing the Malicious again to summon your last Malicious. And from there, what you can do is you can, since you've already done your searches, you can stack the BLS to special summon your Plague Spatter.
So you still have 3 cards in hand at this point,
Yes.
even after you stack BLS. So you still have 3 cards in hand.
So realistically, a lot of times if you open something you didn't want, like for one of the situations is if I drew into my crescendo, I actually had stacked my crescendo so I could set my crescendo.
That's okay, that's fair.
And then I keep a BLS. But the BLS, nothing's going to shuffle your deck from here on in, so no big deal.
Yeah, so you can just top deck your BLS.
So you synchro with these two to summon your Borload Savage Dragon.
Holy.
Savage Dragon will then equip your Isolde from graveyard. This in turn ends now on Appaloosa with 3 negates.
Yep.
Borload with 2 Borload counters for the additional
So
gate.
Omni negate.
You have a protection against all this being run over, so this can't be run over, and
Yep.
this can't be popped. And this, you have a crescendo set for negation as well.
So you have 1 negate, 3 negates. That's 5 negates so
Yes.
far, plus 2 protection.
Yes. And it gets a little nuttier depending on what you, depending on if you open actually any of these in your hand, or you open an instant fusion.
Yeah. Well,
Suppose you draw. Suppose let's say you drew into the Mali and you used you got out of your hand by discarding with DDR.
Yep.
That in that logic means you have an additional dump, which means you can dump a Boots to get you a Fog Blade instead.
Okay. Yeah.
In addition to your combo. Let's say instead you open this kind of combo, but you also open an instant fusion as well.
Yep.
Instead of this, what's actually going to happen is that you're actually going to reborn your Galatea here, turn this Galatea into a Dingirsu, and then instant fusion into a Winda here.
Oh, okay.
And on the end phase, this you will detach to protect your Winda. Now your opponent can only special summon once. They can, and you have about 5 negates are on the board to go on 1 special summon to work with.
This is disgusting. That's so nasty.
And the idea is again that mind game scenario where ultimately your opponent, if your opponent appears at the wrong time, you essentially can keep going with your Orcus combo.
And then the thing is, you still have 3 cards in hand with after this combo.
Yeah, so you can back it up with like hand traps. So this is why I played this.
So like if you play
over
the
Nibiru.
Imperm or the Ash, yeah.
Because like if I'm playing Nibiru, I'm losing my board. But if I'm playing Ash or Impermanence, I could set that too.
Yeah.
Honestly, there was one game when I was playing against today, which was against Cyber Orcists, where I actually had the L, where I had the Impermanence. I set the Impermanence.
Yeah.
And my opponent's special summons Nashter, normal summons Nashter, and my glorious cosmic brain said, "Yeah, that's okay. I have totally had the effect negation for it, but I'm just gonna let it go."
So you had the Imperm set and then the Imperm.
Yeah, because if I Impermed, it wouldn't be a Cyber Dragon, and I would clear this clock.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is at best sometimes your end board. If you really get nutty, your end board is just gonna be this. It's gonna be everything.
This is like super best case, but like worst case.
Worst case, you end on worst case if you open Bion.
Yeah.
If you just open 2 warriors, worst case, you end on this.
Yeah.
Worst case, you end on Orcus combo plus
the window.
Galatea.
That's very worst case.
Yeah.
That's really good.
2 warriors at least ends on this.
That's really good. I know you've been testing with this deck for a while.
I thought, like, honestly, it looks like it's just one of those decks I'd say any 2 cards makes your combo. And the only problem that comes, the only real problem is either A, you brick, or your opponent knows how to out this deck.
Yeah.
Do I tell them how to out this deck? I guess if you like ever play against it, you Nibiru on the Power Tool Dragon.
Yeah, okay, because you don't want Power Tool to go off.
If the Power Tool goes off and you get the DDR, it's all over.
Yeah.
But if they open the DDR, I guess it's over.
I guess it's over anyways.
But ultimately, like, they can end on this, or if you Nibiru at the right time before the combo even makes headway, then you out the game. But otherwise, you essentially leave yourself open to just a lot of negations.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for the deck profile. That was actually insane. That's actually an insane board. If you guys want to see more of Tony, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know Tony's always going to be around. Yeah, always coming with these crazy like combos, man.
I mean, once I deck profile to you, I'm essentially gonna burn every card in this deck and never see it again.
Oh yeah, because now people know.
Yeah.
Now people know. You're revealing your secrets, man.
Yeah, it's like a burner phone. I call once and I'm done.
It's over.
Next up is gonna be my Unchained.
Okay, yeah, you guys be prepared to see Unchained soon. Today was the sneak peek. You're almost done it. You're missing a few cards.
I'm missing the spell that no one wants to sell me, and I'm missing the yeah, I'm just missing the spell.
Anyways, thank you for the deck profile, Tony. If you guys like this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. With that, guys, Spanko.
My hand's steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit.